Market conditions mildly bearish in this bull market, continuing to see a little bit of weakness here in the last few days. Bull market ranks sitting at 27, which is this line right here, upper end of that range. Currently, we know that markets don't go straight up forever, so a little bit of consolidation right here is certainly not out of the question. We're seeing momentum pull back into that range-bound counter trend move, also seeing breadth, both of which had been quite strong here in the last few days, or the last few weeks, I should say, starting to pull back, and also seeing some sentiment here. Can't see it a whole lot, but you can see just starting to kind of turn back down again. So a little bit of risk, a little bit of fear, I should say, coming back into the market, but not a lot as of yet, and that can certainly change quickly. A buy-sell ratio still showing positive momentum here, 2.67. The last couple of days it started to pull back here again. We saw a really sharp move up when we had Russell 2000 stocks really taking off last week. Those are consolidating, counter trending right here a little bit as well, particularly with a lot of the political news that's been happening here. We'll see what market conditions bring for us again this week. The overall indices, if we look at S&P 500, seeing it pull back inside of that momentum range, looking for support now around that 345 range and that Fibonacci 236 area rather, which is sitting right at that 546 area, and also an area that we also talk about in a lot of stock trades. And we're seeing this pattern. This is really a decision point for trends, whether it's the market or whether it's an individual stock. It's either going to start to find some support at these levels or start to break down. Then it becomes a little bit tougher to get those resistance areas broken back to the upside, and can often continue that overall downtrend. So watch S&P 500 right here over the next few days. We're seeing weakness in technology still, which has the NASDAQ 100, which has continually been weakening, now breaking down that 236 area, that support outside of the momentum zone, which is this upper range right now. So NASDAQ's got some work to do, 475, potential shot at 468 on the downside for the triple Qs. Dow is also showing some weakness right here just the last couple of days. It had really been a part of that uptrend in momentum, part of that uptrend in breadth, but the last couple of days starting to slow down here a little bit. Let's take a look at the sectors, seeing a little bit more weakness in sectors the last few days also. Basic materials, consumer services, technology shares are the weak ones. Energy, healthcare, and financials, really all of those upper four have been doing pretty well the last few weeks, but everything having a little bit of a pullback and a little bit of a pause right here as markets consolidate. We're also seeing commodities weaken. We saw gold have a bit of a pullback, still in the momentum range, still in that uptrend, but some weakness in gold and USO, also the oil trade, also showing that pattern now where we've got this weakening trend profile. We've got a breakdown of the 236 area and outside of that momentum zone. So we could see a deeper retracement in oil, pulling back to that, at least that $77 range. And let's take a look at silver, which is also having some weakness here. Couldn't quite hold up in that momentum area, starting to weaken. We'll see if we get any support around that $26 range on silver. And the muscle stocks group, not a lot to choose from. Again, a lot of stocks already in uptrends and haven't had any retracements, so not a lot. The new buys are stocks that have gone from hold to buy. So again, a lot of stocks are already in that uptrend by location. But here are a few to consider. JANX, which is in the medical biotech space, not in the momentum zone, but a really strong stock, had a big move here, and that'll keep that rank relatively high and pull that rank in, considering a lot of this data. Not in that, not above that 236, but still it's an interesting stock to consider. A couple other stocks that are in this group, you've got Coinbase, which has a nice confirmation bar, increasing volume, and back up in that momentum zone, a little bit of resistance right here as well. And along with that, you also have MicroStrategy, which shows up every time Bitcoin moves because it has a large position in Bitcoin in its cash holdings, 14% on that stock as well. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.